Welcome to Q&A day. I know sometimes it's hard to be like, what questions do I want to ask? And that's why if you guys are in, I don't have a group text with every leg, but some of the legs I have a group text. And so I wrote, if you can ask a doTERRA diamond anything, what would you ask them? So hopefully that kind of helps to kind of spark a little bit more on what kind of questions you guys do want to ask. If you can ask the doTERRA diamond anything, no matter where you're at, starting out, you've been a seasoned builder, you're at elite rank, premier rank, silver, gold, platinum rank, even diamond. What kind of questions or what would you want to know that can help you either build your mindset, gain more clarity? I would even say build your belief on doTERRA and your business. What would you ask? Do you guys have any questions? Otherwise, I was trying to think about things that I could talk about. Okay. Hi, Kareen. Kareen says, what is your follow-up protocol each month? I know you reach out beginning of the month to invite, but what do you do if they don't reply? How many times do you follow up, etc. in that month? Okay, so we're talking about, hi Charity. We're talking about when I'm inviting people that are on my hundreds list, right? Because there's definitely follow-up for the people I've enrolled last month. There's follow-up for builders and seeing how they're doing. There's follow-up for like who else? There's a lot of people to follow up with, but you're just talking about people that are on your hundreds list that are not enrolled yet. Okay. What is my follow-up protocol for each month? I know you reach out in the beginning of the month to invite, but what do you do if they don't reply? How many times do I follow up? Okay. I mean, I wouldn't say like I have a system that shows me or alerts me when I haven't talked to someone on my list in a couple months. But I do have dates of when I've reached out to each person on my hundreds list, the last time I've reached out to them. I actually go through that hundreds list and I click on each person. Like, so I have each person listed and I'll click on our conversation on my phone. So whether that's a text or DM on Instagram, and I look at how our conversations have went in the past. And if it's me just reaching out to them, then sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm not going to reach out to them this month. But if it's us having conversations, then I pretty much reach out to them almost every month. I just don't want to like do too much reaching out. But I will reach out to them and just let them know, happy July, hope you're doing well. I know that last month we weren't able to get you to a class according to your schedule and my class schedule. I'd love to get you to a class this month. Here's my class list. Which one can you make? And we'll see what they say. And you know, I know what you're saying when you say like, what do you do when people don't respond? And it happens. So the next month, I just like, hey, just wanted to see how you're doing. And you just want to have these balanced messages, I would say. Not every month of, hey, I have a new class list. Here it is. What do you think? Which one can you make? Sometimes I just do a touch base of, how are you? How's it going? How's it going in life? And just see where it goes from there and just start a conversation. For those who I haven't responded, after I would say like 3 times, and I usually reach out to people every month, but if they haven't responded the month before, then I'll wait 2 months or I'll do every other month, but usually like a 3-month wait. Like last time I invited them 3 months ago, they said they were busy or they didn't respond at all. I'll wait a couple months and then I'll see how they're doing and touch base with them again. Just like a brand new reach out, like a brand new connection, I think. And if they haven't responded, but we've initially already made that connection and they said, yeah, you reach out to them, I've started a business. I thought about you. This is a business based on natural solutions. We use essential oils to heal ourselves and our families. I would love to share that with you. Is that something that you're interested in? And they say, yes, I'd love to, blah, blah, blah. And you say, um, would you like to have a one-on-one with me or come to a class? I'm like, yeah, I want to come to a class. And then you send them the class list and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't make one of those. Okay, well, let's schedule a one-on-one. So you've already worked through all of that with that person. And then at this point, you're just inviting them to your next class schedule each month and they don't respond. Then I go with, hey, how are you? I just wanted to see, are you still interested in learning about natural solutions? Or are you still interested in hearing about essential oils? And see what they say. And if they don't respond, then I just move them all the way down my hundreds list and I say, does not respond. I don't take them off because one day they might respond back to you, you know, and you want to be there. And I just want you guys to put yourselves in their shoes. A lot of them are just really busy. A lot of them just are not ready. They're just not quite there. Yes, they're interested, but they're just not quite there. And that's the reason why they aren't committing to meeting with you or coming to a class. Because if they really weren't interested, they wouldn't have had that conversation with you up until the which class can you make question. Yeah. Sometimes it's finances. And so you want to start to ask different types of questions when you reach out to them. Is there anything holding you back from attending a class? Or I've invited you to these classes, to my classes the last 3 months, and I haven't heard back from you. I just wanted to check, are you still interested? That's going to open up a conversation. When you guys are sending messages, always, always, always end with a question. How does that sound? Which one can you make? How are you doing? Okay. Some of you, even if you think you are, look at your messages again and just double check, are you really ending with a question that requires a response? I feel like I have so much to say about this. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, so yeah, I just want to just make sure that you are always ending with a question. And then even with like, as you guys are reaching out to people and having these conversations, you're going to get really good at asking different types of questions and wording questions different. And according to that conversation, before you reach out to them again, look at what you guys have talked about and see if there's a question you can pull from that. Hey, you know, you told me that you are interested in natural solutions because you really are on this path of it already. You did mention you did want to learn more about oils, so I want to circle back and see how you're feeling about that. I'm trying to think of a question. I'm just trying to circle back and see how you're feeling about that. Where do you feel your head is at? Question mark. Okay. So I like going to the text message or the DM or the Facebook message, whatever way you guys are communicating. And remember, you don't want to communicate according to what is convenient for you. You want to communicate as to what you know that they would respond to best. So like if you talk to your auntie about oils and you've been Facebook messaging her and she doesn't respond, but in real life you guys mostly talk on the phone or you mostly text each other, do it in that form of communication. So also check the form of communication. What is going to be easiest for them? Don't hide behind a wall of like, I'm scared to talk to you, and so I'm just going to Instagram message you. Or don't hide behind that, I am going to reach out to people only on Instagram message because that is my way, right? Really think about the different forms of communication. Grandma, old school, only talks to you on the phone. Don't email grandma. Grandma has an email most likely, but don't email her. Call her up or pay her a visit and just ask her. Start talking to her about oils, right? Going through that process with her. Anybody have questions more on just this topic? I'm glad that helped, Craig. What's I'm going through? I have a lot of one-sided convos, and I pretty much send messages every month if the convo has been going. Got it. Sometimes I don't feel personal enough, so I'm definitely working on that. Okay. Yeah, good. Um, yeah. The best thing you can do is make your messages really, really personal. I'm not perfect at it. I'm always learning and I'm always growing as well. Okay. Shauna, what system do I use? Do you have continuous notes on each person through a system? I do. I actually use an Excel sheet. And on that Excel sheet, I just created it according to, so, in your launch guide, track for success or success tracking or whatnot. You can list all, you can handwrite all your people and then it helps you track through. I use that and put it into an Excel sheet and then customize it as I've gone through the growing pains of my business to see what do I want to keep track of. Probably the last time I've talked to them, the form of communication that I have with them, any notes on them, if they've already attended a basics class, if I've sent them a sample, just those types of things that I want to track with each person. If someone did not respond, I move them to the bottom of the list, and it's just easy to do that on Excel for me. So that's why I do it on Excel. But if you guys have joined our team, maybe like 3 months ago, I know he's singing. My brother-in-law is watching all the children for 1 hour, and he's very loud and singing, but he's really fun. But what was I saying? Gosh. Yeah, so the Excel sheet makes it really easy to like cut and move someone down. And then if you need to insert a new person, instead of rewriting my whole hundreds list, I'm just inserting a person, a block. It's called a row, insert a role, and I'm typing a new person in, right? And then towards maybe the end, no, just throughout the month, when someone finally picks their kit and they tell me what kit they want, I actually highlight them because they're like my high priority. Make sure you're following up every 3 days or whatnot, whatever feels right. Where you're not pushing them, but you're challenging them to get their kit and like, hey, one last reminder, the month is ending, this promotion is ending soon, or just wanted to give you this last promotion. If you enroll by the end of this month, I'm going to send you a free bottle of wild orange, right? And use incentives that help your business and not hurt your business as well. Now I'm talking about incentives. Always use incentives and promotions that help your business, but not set it back. And not also let them think that whenever they make an order, Ashley's going to send me a gift, or I only am going to do orders when Ashley does a promotion, so really think about the energy that you're putting into all of these things that you're doing with incentives. So yeah, I will highlight people when they've already told me their kit and they kind of tell me if they're ready to enroll. And if they've already chosen their kit and they didn't make their order yet, because I've sent them my link, my website, and I say, go to my website, click on become a member, select that kit, and follow through the process. I'm going to send you a welcome packet. I'm going to send you welcome emails. It's going to be great. And we do a welcome call, all those things to get them really excited, right? And they haven't bought their kit yet. Where are they going with that? Oh, and then just I would ask them, hey, what's going on, or what's holding you back, or did you have any problems enrolling with your kit? And I know that me actually telling you guys what to say is probably the most helpful thing. So I hope I didn't blabber too much so that you guys can hear that. But I say, is there anything holding you back from getting your kit? Were you okay with getting on my website? Because that starts to open them up to let you know, like, oh, actually, I just want to let you know, like, yes, I'm ready for that kit, but I know what kit I want, but I'm just not quite ready financially. I'm going to wait for my next paycheck. So see, even getting that answer and that response of like waiting for their next paycheck. You can even be like, oh, when's that paycheck, or when do you plan to get this by? Then they can let you know, and you can add that into your notes in your tracking system. Okay. If you did join our team maybe 3 months ago, we had this new program called CRM Streak that Miley, our Blue Diamond upline, has been using and wanted to offer it to us. And so there is a program within your Gmail called Streak that you can install and create these pipelines and columns. Charity has done it. We've done it, and we absolutely love it. You can create that system in your Gmail, and you can color code, and you can use. There's a way. It's called stages that you start with people. Like one is building relationships first, and then the next one is getting them to a class or whatever your stages are, and you can move people through the stages. So that's a really good tracking system. You can make it yourself, but for us to pay, I think we got a special, but it was like $75 for 4 months. We did monthly payments unless you wanted to pay it in full. It was so worth it to get that program, and she customized it already for us and installed it into our Gmail. And all we have to do is learn how to use it and then transfer our hundreds list into that. We also transfer all of our customers into it and all of our builders into it. So it's kind of cool to have a system that helps you really stay on top of it with each person within each stage. I am still using my Excel sheet because I have not transferred everyone yet. I'm still trying to get used to the CRM. But yeah, so you can use handwritten hundreds list and just kind of track it through with columns. You can use Excel sheet, or you can use the Streak CRM system in your Gmail. Corinne said, I would like to share a YouTube video on following up. Lindsay Gonzalez, yes. I love her. Randomly found her on YouTube and just like fell in love, and I did not watch that video. Corinne downloaded Streak and she's trying to build it. Yeah. You know, eventually, I'm not going to say eventually when you have money, because that can be used as an excuse. But eventually when you see that you can fit this in within your budget, and that you see the value so highly, you might want to buy that CRM program with Jenna Larson. I think you can. Can you just still get it, Charity? I'm like, now I need to write down, check. I have to write down everything. Check if CRM is still available. Okay, I will check and I will see if it's available, because I still do the other programs that Jenna Larson offers for us. She just did a 10-day challenge. It was so good. It was so good. The first day was like, it was just all about love and giving love to your current customers to build, you guys, as I've learned 2.5 years into this business, the people, I'm a top enroller. So I'm always like finding new people, enrolling new people. The people that I've built my actual pipeline though are the people that are my current customers. And say like, yeah, I found all these builders. At the end of the day, what if these builders fall off? And so do their people? What's always left are your customers, your pipeline. Your pipeline is created of your customers. And then of course your leaders, the ones who are like completely in this business with you the whole entire way. And so keeping those connections strong is really important. And so she did this 10-day challenge for us, and each day there was a challenge. And the first day was like, pick 5 people that you want to send a thank you note to, and she gave us exactly what to say, and then helped us kind of choose who our 5 people were. And the next day we're like, you're going to send notes, a text, or whatever. You're going to thank people who have referred people to you or hosted a class. Find those people and you're going to do this challenge today. So it was a really cool program. And so she does have programs coming on. I still like work with her. So I will check with her if her CRM program called, what is it called? Like Fully Loaded. If that's still available, I will get back to you. Okay, so maybe when I send out this recording in an email, I can give you an update on that. Alrighty, how are you guys feeling? Any other questions on just that topic of following up? Yeah, you're welcome. Otherwise, anybody have any questions that you guys want to ask? It's your day. You could ask a doTERRA diamond anything you want. What would you ask? I'm a pretty open person. Otherwise, if I feel uncomfortable, I will say no. But otherwise, you can ask anything you want. Okay. I'll let you guys think. I have some things that I can go on. I just had to submit my diamond story. I didn't submit it yet. I'm having a hard time. It's so hard. Advice for that. You guys are trying to be diamonds, write down notes about your journey along the way. That way, when you get asked to be part of the leadership magazine, you have all these notes of what you want to talk about. It's hard because if someone asks me what was my road to diamond, I can write all of that out. But what they asked me was, what is one experience that you want to share and give advice to others on? And I was like, oh my God, I have so many. That's so much I want to share. So that's where I'm having a hard time, because I want that one experience to be really impactful to the magazine. But I feel like luckily they have, like, they kind of ask you questions and you submit what you want and they create your story. So it's not like you write out this whole thing and that's what they publish. It's like you write out and you submit it and then they create a story about you. So that's kind of cool. Something that I didn't know that maybe those of you who are trying to go for diamond want to think about. So write notes along the way. So you have to submit this, write up, or you can do a phone interview, which I wish I did the phone interview. But you also get to submit photos, and that to me I was kind of scared about, because it's like, ooh, what? How I have to pay for that? They pay for that. They pay for a photographer to take your photos, and they can either send a photographer, but if you have a favorite photographer, they have a flat rate fee, and you can offer that to your photographer that you love to take your photos. And if they agree, then you get your favorite photographer to take the photos of you and your family. Super, super cool. So yeah, I'm working on that Diamond's story. I will be in the October issue, so keep a lookout. It's kind of scary just because, like, I might not ever be Blue Diamond. You never know. And so this is like my one chance to get something published about me and then like share it with my family for years to come, right? So it's kind of crazy. So best advice, prepare now. Alrighty. Hi, Giselle. Kareen, what do you think was your biggest block as you built to diamond? Here's myself. The blocks that you will always have are you, not your builders, not the people that you talk to, not your customers. If you ever think, oh, nobody wants to order oils, nobody wants to buy oils, Hawaii's too saturated, my builders aren't doing anything, I don't have builders, I can't find builders, I can't do this business without builders, I don't have any support around me, my family and friends like don't even care that I have the business. If you ever think that, you guys, you have personal development to do. You are in limiting beliefs and you need to break free from that. Your biggest block from being diamond is you. And there will be a lot. There'll be a lot of blocks on your path to diamond. Those of you who aren't aiming for diamond, you want to be silver, you want to be gold, you want to be platinum. It's okay if you don't want to be diamond. But whatever goal you set, the biggest block will always be you. Okay. That's why personal development is so important. So important. And we went over the Be Smart routine, right? That's something that you want to be doing daily. Something else that you can be doing daily, I just talked to Giselle about this. Something else that you want to be doing daily is listening to podcasts. Even if you get 10 minutes in, 20 minutes in, I put it on in the car. So when I drive, that's pretty much the time that I listen to a podcast, or if I'm cooking or washing dishes and or folding laundry. 10 solid, 20 solid minutes a day of podcasts can change everything. And then, of course, reading a book from the book list. But daily personal development with your Be Smart routine or your Savers routine from Miracle Morning, listening to podcasts, I highly recommend Ange Peters. I haven't found another podcast that I'm like, that just fills me in every single way. Like, I think Ange just really touches on yourself, your family, your health, and your business. And so that's why I really love listening to her. One big thing that I realized when I was speaking with Giselle this morning was listening to Ange Peters speak. I think also, we just got her first cold, including a cough. It's so sad. just listening to her speak, listening to Angie Peters speak, I think will help you to even just like feel empowerment and also gain confidence in speaking in a way like that. In a way like that, as far as like how she articulates her volume, her confidence that comes through in that, and the topics that she speaks about, and just like the ownership that she is always sitting in. I think that changed me a lot in just really understanding ownership of my business, you know. And then of course reading through these books. So make sure you guys are doing all of that every single day, even if like you're waiting in line at the I've done this, waiting in line at the doctor's or waiting in line at the pharmacy if you have to get something. I bust out a book in my purse to read that instead of scroll through Instagram or check my text messages, which I have a really hard time keeping up text messages on Instagram. But I set time for that, you know. And even, so if I'm waiting in line or waiting somewhere or we're at the park and my kids are playing, I'm gonna bust out a book. Even if it's just 10 minutes of reading, at least we're working through that book, right? So, are you okay? There's a little cough. None of my children have had a cough this young, so it's a little bit interesting. I feel bad for her. But she coughs and then she chokes and then she spits up milk. So then I have to feed her again, you know. Yeah. But she's okay. Yeah. Hi. She's looking at the heavens. My best friend is always like, she's always looking up into the heavens. Okay. Yeah. Biggest block will always be you. Think about if you guys are reaching out to people and they're not responding, it's I did say that sometimes it can be like they're just not ready, the timing's not right, whatnot, right? Some of the times it will be you. How did you make them feel? What did you say in your message? What energy did you put into that? And how can you build up your confidence, your energy, your mindset to put that into your messages better? Okay. Corinne said, I know we all have our struggles, but like it was balance, support, finding enrollments, finding builders, and what did you do to get past it or help yourself? Yep. And so like anytime I found myself in those moments, I went back to personal development. Always back to personal development. And someone that helped me realize that was Noelle. Weekly mentor calls. I'm like, say all the things that I've been doing in my business. And I'm like, but Noelle, this isn't happening. This is not happening. Blah, blah, blah. I tried this. And she's like, you know what she says? She doesn't even try to like ask me, okay, how are you doing this? Because we've already gone through that and I knew what I was doing and all that. I developed my skills. What she would say to me is, what personal development are you doing right now? What book are you reading? And I'm like, oh. Another good one was she would ask me, what oil are you using? What's your favorite oil? Or have you been using your oils? And I'm like, oh. So personal development always and using your oils will always get you through any struggle that you have. Your biggest block to get to any goal that you set will always be you. Robin, I love that your 11-year-old likes listening to Angie Peters. Love that. We're all growing. I've grown so much. I had to grow in order to be diamond. You can't up level in ranks unless you grow. You just can't. Personally, in personal development, in your why, in everything will deepen. Yeah. And so as I've gone through this growth, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I was raised like this. I definitely didn't see my parents doing personal development. I wish they did. I know they would have been happier. I know they wouldn't have gotten divorced. All of those types of things, right? And so it's good that we are going through this growth and we are doing this personal development. One step further, it's upon us to teach our kids that. right? And so the fact that Robin said her 11-year-old is into Ange Peters, amazing. It's great. Good job, Mom. Alrighty. Anybody else have a question? I was gonna talk to you guys about something and I forgot. I was like, whenever there's not a question, I have things that we can talk about. How are you guys feeling about BOGO? Positive. Positive. Positive, positive. No. We are being challenged, you guys. A lot of you are new and have not gone through BOGO week in a bit as a business on the business end. But some of you are very seasoned and have used BOGO week to bring in a lot of volume. I have hit a new rank with every BOGO. That's how I hit my new ranks, was with a BOGO month. And so we are being challenged this month, not given a BOGO week, but given BOGO Tuesdays for the month. Right? Yeah, we are challenged. That's why I wrote you guys that email, because a lot of you like have not seen what BOGOs can do for your business. BOGOs, oh my gosh, I have so much drool all over my shoulder. BOGO, huh? Yeah. But BOGO, yeah, BOGO, okay. BOGO is a really, really big opportunity in general. BOGO is a really big opportunity in general for you to educate. Have you guys listened to that Ange Peters podcast that one time? She spoke about BOGO and she was like, I don't know, it was like so inspiring. Does anyone know what the name of that podcast was? It was last year, because I remember I was listening to it at the gym. Pregnant. I was pregnant working out at the gym. With Gigi. No, yeah, with Gigi. Okay, maybe that was 2 years ago. So look in Ange Peters' older podcast. I can't even remember. It was something about doTERRA. Like, what are we here to teach? What are we really here to teach? I think that's the podcast. She was talking about when BOGO week is here, all eyes turn to doTERRA. There's so much hype and excitement around BOGO that all eyes turn to doTERRA. People that are current customers that maybe have been inactive for a little bit or haven't ordered in a while, people that are ordering every month, and people that are brand new to oils, never tried oils. This is the month, or this is the time that they're more open to learning about oils than ever. Okay, so BOGO is just such a huge opportunity. As far as volume, people can order up to 4 BOGOs. I'm sorry, 5. Last week was 4, but usually it's 5, and they upped it to 5. People can order up to 5 BOGOs. BOGOs are usually like 20 PV to between 20 and 30 PV. If we're lucky, it's like 35 PV item. 30 times 5 is already 150 PV. And if you have someone ordering every day that amount for 5 days, that was 750 PV. Times it by however many people are ordering or however many orders that you accumulate, you can just bring in thousands of volume. And so that's how I was hitting new ranks in BOGO week, in BOGO month. So that's what the opportunity is like. This month, it is broken up by only on Tuesdays, but that's still so much opportunity. And the reason why I emailed you guys was because I wanted to make sure that you guys could see the opportunity and feel it and just know, like, whatever energy you're putting into it, it's gonna come across to your people that you're speaking to. So if you feel like BOGO is like, it's just a BOGO day, do you think people are gonna order BOGOs? Do you think people are gonna take advantage of BOGOs within your team? But if you spend the time, I'm so excited about BOGO. Just like when you guys talk about oils, I'm so excited about my oils. I love using my oils on my kids. I've seen so much we've discovered so much solutions that are all natural, and I want to share that with you. I'm so excited about BOGO. It's one of the best times of the year. I wanted to make sure that you guys hear about it too. And I'm especially excited about these oils. Frankincense Touch, Breathe Touch, Digestin Touch. This is how I use them. And this is how I think that you could use them too. Right? Putting that energy there, giving the education so people see value and they will buy their BOGOs. When you even share with them, oh, the limit is 5. You can buy 5. Some people will want to buy 5, but most people not, right? Word it in a way of, oh, by the way, you can get up to 5. So if you know anybody, like any family or friends around you that also want to get an oil, this is a great time to help them get oils into their home. Especially if they're not ready for a kit yet. But if they are ready for a kit, you can help them get a kit and add on a BOGO. Those who you've been talking to, follow up, who chose their kits but did not get their kit yet. Hey, just so you know, I know you wanted to get your home essentials kit. This might be a good day. Not sure if you know if this is a great time for you. This is a BOGO day, so you can not only get your kit, waive your fee, get a bundle deal on oils, but you can also get a free oil. Hi, Gigi. I thought you had a baby. You had a babysitter. Yeah. Do you guys feel that in your BOGOs? Shauna, I haven't started my biz yet. Can you please go upstairs? I thought you had a babysitter for 1 hour.
No, I don't.
Uncle John is your babysitter.
Yeah.
Shauna, I haven't started my biz yet, but I sold a couple BOGO plus other products to a friend. We also talked about her saving up for kit. Nice. See, so just BOGO week gives you like an open door to have more conversations as well. Yeah, BOGO day. Oh, it's not BOGO week. BOGO Tuesdays. Woohoo! Put that out there. That's why I think I put on my story. I was like, set your calendars. Every Tuesday will be BOGO. Right? Set your alarm. Check your email at 9 a.m. Charity, good. I was considering this month as a regular month and making it a point not to depend on BOGO. So having it as a bonus on top of my original plan to bring in freebie. Perfect. And that's how you build a pipeline. That's how you build sustainability. Being super consistent every single month, then using BOGO as a way to just kind of add it in there, right? But you still are doing the things to reach your goals, no matter if there's BOGO or not. Yeah. And just like back to what Ange Peter shared in that podcast that opened up my eyes, BOGO doesn't have to just be volume. Like you don't have to look at BOGO like, wow, yes, I can get so many sales. Again, like BOGO, everyone's going to be looking at doTERRA. That is a time to that opens up a lot more doors for conversations. Even doors for conversations like with your current customers or people that you want to talk to about the business. There's just so much excitement around BOGO, around doTERRA, that you guys can really pick up on and take advantage of. Charity, I've also been reaching out personally starting on Monday, so it's not so rushed reaching out on Tuesdays. Good job. Current customers, inactive, and anyone who has ordered previous BOGOs with me before. And so you have that, Charity. So I would use my hundreds list, but you have that tracked. You can talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have that track like on a separate, just a piece of paper. Like anybody who has ordered BOGOs with me who, for some reason, they're on my hundreds list as well, but for some reason, you know, they don't want to enroll with a kit and they're just always very interested in the BOGOs. So they're always like on my list of reach outs, definitely when BOGO comes back around. So usually they're usually pretty excited about that. So that's like extra volume, but always also, of course, still asking them if they would be ready to get their own account. And like, are you ready? Because, you know, they also tell me how much they're loving the oils that they had from the last BOGO, which they should be out if they're loving it that much, you know. So yeah, always making it a point to ask them if they're ready to take the jump. And like Ash says, helping them work through any blocks they may have and really help them see the value of having a membership, you know? Because I mean, while that brings in volume for you, it is definitely like hauling buckets. So,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Alrighty. BOGOs. Anything else you guys want to talk about with BOGOs? I'm surprised you guys aren't asking more questions like how much money do you make? I'm really surprised. You guys have a chance right now. How do you get your family support? Did your husband support you in the beginning of your business? How do you get your family and friends? I'm like thinking about all the questions. How do you find builders? How do you build your business on social media? Okay. You guys are so funny. Okay. How much money do you make, you guys? I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you exactly. Let me like start with the ranks. First of all, I want to tell you, has anybody ever hit a rank and didn't get the pay that was on the actual like rank income list? Like you hit silver and it says you're gonna make 2,000, right? Was it 2,000 for the month? Did you make, okay, you've hit it and you were like, where's my $2,000 paycheck? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but then learning about like all the the power of three and everything, you think, oh, okay, then that makes sense. Like if you had all of those in place, 1,500 power of three plus your unilevel plus your empowerment bonus, then that all totals up. So you see that it's like, oh, okay, so this is what, like, I don't know, the base, the very minimal base, and then you work towards everything else. And also as your team grows and the unilevel grows, and of course more. But yeah, it's like you hit it and you're like, oh crap.
Totally. Funny, but not funny. Yeah, you know, when you guys look at that income rank, it's based on an average, like the average amount that a silver can make, not a starting pay of a silver. And that's something that I did not understand, because I was like, I just need to get to silver and I can still be stay at home and I can support my family. And I was like pushing all the way to silver. I was like sprinting to silver. I hit it and I was like, where is my $2,000? Okay, so I had to understand. I had to call Noelle and be like, what the hell? Noelle, what is this? You have to break it down and like fully understand. Remember, really learn and understand the compensation plan. And I'm not talking about this to discourage anyone and be like, oh shoot, no, I don't want to be silver. It's not that. I just want you guys to see the reality of it so that you can also just prepare yourself, but know that you will definitely get there. You know, so you might so what Noelle told me was, remember, there's like a bunch of silvers. And so what makes up a silver is 3 legs of elite. But that can be volume, and volume is broken down by new enrollments and your enrollment orders, your builders enrollment orders, and all of that. And so you can be a low silver or high silver as far as like someone who just reaches 3,000 on this leg, 3,000 on this leg, 3,000 on this leg. Or you can be someone who like, I'm good where I'm at. I don't want to find another leader to build out to diamond one day, right? And you're okay just like working with 3 business partners. You can be a very developed silver, a very high paid silver, because over time your team grows deep and your income, your unilevel will grow very high. And if you are just doing 3 legs and you're just placing volume within these 3 legs and not spreading it to other legs, it just grows so deep. And you can build out your power of 3, and you're keeping enrolling people, and you have your fast start bonus. That is all going to build over time, right? And so you can have very high paid silvers and very entry level paid silvers. I like to say, or I like to prepare myself as like, My first time I'm gonna hit silver, I'll probably make half of that because the 2000 is average. I'll probably make half of that. And with every rank, as the first time I've hit that rank, the first how many months I've hit that rank, I've always got paid half of that. Do you guys have you guys kind of seen that in your paychecks? Yeah. I love that Giselle said me. So she got her $2,000 paycheck because she built her Power 3. Her pay is definitely getting higher and higher each month, even if I stay the same each rank or stay the same rank. Yay for Unilevel. Commissions grow because my team is growing. Totally. Power 3 bonus is huge. I want that 1,500. Okay, awesome. So yeah, I have built that business up, and I shared with you guys in the team call how the pipeline is so important because I'm a diamond. Because I'm a diamond, I have that structure, and I possibly can hit diamond that month, right? I am not a solid diamond, so the lowest I get paid is a gold, and that pay is my paycheck is like 3,200 at the lowest. That includes my 3,200 at the lowest. That includes my Unilevel, my Power of 3. Then I have fast start bonuses, and my fast start bonus paychecks right now is weekly, right? So that's 150 at the lowest. Some weeks it's 200, 250. Some weeks it's 600. One time it was 1,000, just because of the amount of people that I was enrolling, and the amount of people that my builders were enrolling. So you can have these really high fast start bonuses. But so my average pay is about 4,000 a month. And that's at a solid gold. Kind of crazy. Yay. So I want you guys to see that because I want you guys to get there too. And I shared with you on team call, some months I am so beat, like either like right now, summertime, 3 children, and I want to spend the summer with them. I don't want to send them to summer school. So I maybe can get in I definitely get in 2 hours a day of work, but I can possibly get 5 hours in, just how the day goes. And so I'm having a low month, a low productivity month, right? I still will reach that gold. When I was pregnant, morning sickness, I couldn't do a single thing. Couldn't move, couldn't take care of my own children. I had to microwave food for them. I couldn't even cook for them the way that I wanted to cook because of the energy and the way I was feeling in my first trimester of pregnancy. And I still hit gold. And so that's what this business is all about, building that pipeline, that residual income. Even if I am a diamond, but I have a low month, I still close out at solid gold and can make 4,000 for my family, right? Okay. Diamond, oh my gosh, you guys, diamond is all the difference. Right now, solid gold covers our bills, covers everything that the normal stuff. Solid gold, 4,000 a month. So obviously, I like have a lot of things that I want to cover. But the months that we hit diamonds, that monthly paycheck by itself started at around $6 grand. But usually when I hit it, I make around 7,500 for that one paycheck. That's not fast start bonus. So 7,500 plus the weekly fast start bonuses. And usually if we're hitting diamond that month, the weekly fast starts are higher. So like 200, 300, 400, 800. It's pretty big. And lately when I've hit diamond, just because I have silvers, right? And another leg, that's Brittany, she's premier. And then Aiko is like gold platinum. The other girls, like Giselle hit gold one time. That makes their legs deeper in volume. So recently, because the team is growing, because of all of you, my diamond paychecks can be around 7,500. And the highest diamond paycheck I got was 9,000. And that was this past November. So yes, it's totally worth it. No, you will not make 16 grand. You might not make 16 grand right when you hit diamond. But how nice would it be to get a $6,000 paycheck? And I want to ask you guys right now. You don't have to write in the text, but you can. You can write in the chat. If you got a $6,000 paycheck, what would you do with it? Right? You guys, I'm not rich. I'm not rich. I get the paycheck and I'm like, allocating it to different like savings and tax savings and my kids' accounts, and I am not rich. I mean, yes, it's great. The paycheck is great. But I'm looking a little bit. But bills and savings, right? But how helpful would that be to get your finances more on track, right? Totally. Bills, debt, and savings. So just so you guys know where my diamond paychecks go, it's to that. And then hopefully we like have a little bit to go on a trip. We love to travel. That's on my dream board. We love to travel. We go into international travels, and diamond helps to pay for that. The only reason we can even go on a trip is if we get a diamond paycheck. But building towards that, savings, debt, bills, right? Beyond that, all the dreams on your dream board. So I would definitely aim for diamond, unless you want to be a comfortable silver, and because you need to know. I mean, you have to be in an understanding of like diamond comes with a lot of responsibility. I need to make sure I share that with you guys. Diamond comes with a lot of responsibility. And when I was at convention, I was crying so much because I realized how much responsibility came with diamond and how much influence I had as a diamond, especially as like I was like 28, 28, 29, 28, 29. A diamond, a young diamond in your 20s as a millennial, like when I realized that, I was like, whoa, just like overcome with emotions and how much I could serve and help and influence on this age group, right? And so crazy. Diamond comes with a lot of responsibility and developing 4 legs of silver. The leaders that requires, and the builders and the sharers that you have to motivate, influence, comes with a lot of responsibility. So it's okay if you want to be a solid silver and build deep, and your unilevel will grow so much. That's okay if you want to do that too. Okay. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's such a good point, you guys. We have these like really big dreams, but sometimes you just need to take a step back and you need to just focus on something small that's going to get you to that bigger picture. I feel like someone else had are you guys good with that? I just told you my exact paychecks. That is for real, my oh my god. Again, I'm not rich. Like, you have debt to pay. We have to pay debt and we have to save, right? We want to just be on the right track financially, mostly. Not like, oh my god, I'm so rich, I can buy all these things. It's not like that at all. So crazy. Okay. How did I get my husband to be supportive? Yeah, you guys. Some of you are older, so you've heard my story, but a lot of you are new, and that's why that question has come up, right? My husband wasn't very supportive in the beginning. He wasn't. And he didn't, I don't think they understand, like, oh, cool, you're going to do that? Like, you're going to make some extra money? He was about that. He was about supporting me to make some extra money, because the reason why I started the business was we were looking at our finances as a family, and I said, I work so hard and I don't make that much. And he had a good paycheck, and I was just like, what am I doing? And I need to make more money if we want to do more and we want to buy a house and just things like that. So I started the business like that. And my husband was all for it. He's like, yeah, you want to make more money? Do it. He did not understand, I don't think, that this would take time away from our family, right? So I work the 9 to 5 job. I come home at 5 and I'm like, I need 2 hours to work. So from 5 to 7, I'm still working in doTERRA, right? And I did that for months. And he didn't quite understand that. I would just take care of my daughter and do it at the same time. I would cook dinner and have my laptop in the kitchen and do everything at the same time, which helped me to really develop my skills of multitasking, I think, and how to be productive and how to choose what's priority. And and then when I needed to do a class, he kind of understood. But I think the bottom line of it was like he didn't fully support me. I was just like, this is what I'm doing and I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do it. And I also heard a podcast. Was I don't know which podcast it was, but I don't think it was Ange Peters. She was just saying like whenever you start a business in general or whenever you start something, you don't necessarily need your other half to believe in you because sometimes they can't see the bigger picture like you do yet. And so you just do your best to keep yourself strong and support and love yourself so that you can build that belief with among everybody else. And the more that you show up, the more they're gonna start to believe you. All my kids are crying. I gotta go soon. Do you know what I mean, you guys? Like even with the blocks, like it is always gonna start with you. And so if you don't feel like you're getting the love and support that you need to build that love and support within yourself first. Right, Robin. I gotta show him so he shuts up. Exactly. You need to show them. Show them the success that you're creating. Show them the team that you've been building. Show them the amount of customers that you've been building and like, I'm so proud of this and share that with them. I'm so proud of this. This is what my business looks like. Even share, this is where I want to go with this business. Because you see it in your mind. Are you sharing that enough with your family, with your friends, with your husband? And are you asking for their support? And even if they're not willing to give it yet, keep asking every once in a while. One of the biggest challenges that I have with the builders that I mentor is, do you sit down with your partner and talk about your hopes and dreams, your goals and your dreams for you and your family and where your life is taking you? Do you share with them what you want out of your business and what you're creating? Because you're not creating it for you, you're creating it for your family, right? Especially those of you who are married. Not everyone's married, but not everyone have, you guys all have kids. Not all of you. Okay. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's not like, oh, I'm doing this doTERRA business and you need to support me. I'm doing this doTERRA business because I am doing this for our family. And so I think a big part of getting them to support you is sharing that part with them. Okay. And then show them what's up. Alrighty. Giselle, be consistent and it'll show how important it is to you and they'll slowly come around. Yeah. Even there are hundreds of people that you've reached out to beyond your significant other, people that you've reached out to that they're like kind of iffy, they might need to see more from you and that you're in it for the long run and you're showing up consistently and you have classes every month and you're here and you're reaching out to them every month or every 3 months and you are in it for the long run. Okay, I think that's kind of it. I gotta go. I'm sure you guys gotta go too. I hope that was good. Thank you guys for coming. Anybody have any last things? Okay, really proud of you guys. Good luck with your BOGOs. I'm here if you need me. Okay, take care. Bye.